1 month program, videography, audio mixing, and simulation, animation. My book, this book is on that. Pedagogies and practices, principles and pedagogy for e-web net learning, adaptive learning, learning and teaching, which is authored in 2005. So I wrote this book in 2005. So 17 years back, when I asked people online teaching and all that, people were reluctant. Now everybody is on to online. So I started this movement in 2005. 2005. Namaste, Prashant ji. So that is why what happens is, as soon as the program is over, actually parallelly I am recording in 2 places. I got one camera recording, my GoPro is recording, audio recording, and I am also doing a screen grabbing. So 1, 2, 3, 4 places it is getting recorded. In case if one fails, the screen grabbing will be failed in case if the internet goes. I should not interrupt this screen. So the video interruption will happen, finished. I cannot get it back. Okay. Because I am not using a licensed option. Assume that the Gmeet also has got a inbuilt recording. And most of the softwares which are commercial, they give a recording option and you can telecast live. All that is possible, right?
So I was thinking about Zoom, but
yeah, Zoom also 40 minutes is there. Zoom is fine. If it is more than 40 minutes, it's a problem. So that is why sometime Elizabeth ji also will ask me immediately, you have recorded or not. If she missed also, I will have the recording with me.
Good morning, good afternoon.
Namaste.
Namaste.
You are also seeing the text coming there in the English translations? Typing it? The typography is coming there?
it's not coming right.
Yeah, I'll show you that also. I have kept it. You can see in the bottom of my screen the text is coming. I can also grab it sometime because the previous one, the language was not very clear, so I wanted the language interpreter to work. That is also option is there. So turn off caption, turn on captions. 2 options you will see on Gmeet. You go to the 3 dots on your screen, press there, you will see turn off and turn on captions. So you press the turn on caption, whatever I am speaking, it will get typed there. You can grab it also. Got it? So if I am talking to somebody, a different country, the pronunciation is not able to capture, I keep it on and I read it parallelly. So I was using it for last 1.5 hours. So namaste. Any questions? Her question was on audio, video recording and such things. I have got lot of, you can see my gadgets, not one. I use lot of stand here. It's like a studio. My L table is full of items. And I use some lightings extra here. See, if the light is not there, I look dark.
Namaste.
So tell me.
question was like how to let people interact often without a certain reason.
How to?
People don't want to interact with each other unless they have a motive behind the meeting. Sometimes motive is not important. When we interact with you, we don't have a motive. Learning is the motive.
Yeah, there is a motive. See, everybody in this world interact with somebody else for 4 purposes. There are only 4 requirements in the world. Anything which you do falls in these 4 requirements. And that is what is called a Chaturvarnya in India. 4 colors are there in you. Varnam means color. That is for Isabel and Elizabeth. Varnam means color. So India has caste system. What is caste? 4 castes are there. And what are the 4 castes? If your intention is knowledge, you are a Brahmin. One category is your intention is knowledge. Your prime motive is always knowledge. Wherever you are interacting, even if you are traveling, it is not enjoyment. Your travel is to learn. I am attending a political meet. I don't care whether somebody notices me, my presence is shown. I don't care all that. I am learning. Okay. So, any activity which you do, learning. First priority, highest. They are considered as the highest in the strategy. Then second one is earning. So some people will always think, what do I get? How much money I will get? Not directly, I need not have. So Shuchita is my close friend. So tomorrow when I go to Jaipur, I don't have to stay in a hotel. Shuchita will give me food. She will give me a place to stay. I am coming to Jaipur on November 2nd.
That's great.
Okay. So always people will think, who will take care of me, who will come and pick me up so that I don't have to pay taxi fare. Somewhere they will find reasons for taking. Then only they will telephone. Otherwise they don't even talk to you. They don't even ask any whereabouts of you. It is not that they are not have. See, it's like it is not that I don't have knowledge. I attend a session. I attend because I want to increase it. So it is not that he is very poor man, but he want to have. He don't want to spend money. From his pocket, nothing should go. But you can see them spending money for a different purpose, huge amount, which you may think is unnecessary also. For his purpose, he may not spend, but for something else, he will spend a lot of money. You can see a lot of people like this. So, one is knowledge. Second one, aim is always money. Okay. And another one is fame. They want to become famous. So what do? They spend money. Correct? They make big blogs. They will put somebody else, design my picture, They will spend a lot of money for all this. Because they don't have knowledge. They cannot do something. So they will engage somebody by paying also. Correct? They are ready to spend money. They want only one aim. They want to become famous. Right? And fourth category is there in all these categories. That is, I want happiness. Everyone in this world want happiness. That happiness can be associated with learning. Oh, I enjoy. I am happy when I learn. I am happy when I earn money. I am happy when I become famous. Or some people are just happy without any of this. Okay. Just because I don't have a bank balance, I don't have money at all, I don't think what happens tomorrow. Today if I get food, I am happy. You can see a lot of people like that. They don't earn anything. They don't learn anything also. Suppose he has got a good brain. If he learns something, he can get a bigger job, bigger position. He says, what do I do with this bigger position, bigger job? I am happy now. Right? For somebody else, it may look foolish. Why this fellow is wasting his time? But is he wasting time or is he enjoying? He is enjoying if he is not disturbing somebody else. But he is a useless fellow actually. For all others, he is a useless fellow. And who is the most useful fellow? Do you think who has got position is most useful for everybody? If he is not there, somebody else will occupy the chair. Correct? So how do you find somebody has got this interest? His interest should be whether you are making money. I learn lot of things, I read lot of books, but I don't even tell anything to anybody else. What is the purpose of my knowledge? I learn lot of things, but I am not even telling anybody else. Finished. Assume I am reading a book, I must understand I am reading a book because somebody else wrote it. So am I not sharing somebody's knowledge? I am able to think like this, I am able to speak in this language because somebody taught me this. So I cannot learn anything, I cannot earn anything, I cannot become famous, I cannot be happy without anybody else with me. Suppose I am just happy without anybody else around me, I am a mad fellow. Yeah, it's madness. Suppose you got to become big award you got. Okay. Can you go to the center of the road and say I got an award? Where nobody knows you. You can only tell you got an award to somebody whom you know. Assume that you got an award and you are traveling in the bus. Will you be able to stand in the front and then say, yeah, I got an award at the railway station? People will laugh at you.
As you grow, you don't require awards.
Yeah, that is what I am saying. That fame, see, yes, the fame is there only when people knows you. Understood? I may be getting a big award in a big ceremony there, but then I go to railway station, I may not find anybody who has seen that, witnessed that program. So my fame is within that hall only, not outside. When my picture comes in the newspaper, I think I am a great fellow who knows the world. The world knows me. But every day, in thousands of newspaper, thousands of people are coming as pictures. Do you remember any one of them? Why? Because you don't know them. You understood? If you know, now you know me, in whatever form you see me, you will have same respect. Because you know me. If you don't know me, how does it matter whether who I am? So what is important in this world is whether you have money, whether you have knowledge, whether you have fame, whether you have happiness, you need someone who knows you. Relationship is the most richest thing in the world. I went to one of the commerce department, management, commerce, economics combined one department here in Osmania University in Hyderabad. They asked me, what is the most precious item which you have? I said relationship. I know a lot of people around me. That is most important. If it is not there, finished. Right? If I don't know anybody, that may be my close relatives, that may be far off people whom I may not know also. Doesn't matter. That doesn't affect. So, asset in the world. What is that you want in this world is relationship. That is what is human being. That is what is social being. I don't think, see, I never met, other than digitally, I don't know many people here, right? Shuchita, I never physically, only I have got Asha Ravi who must have met me few times and then stayed with me few days. That's it. Otherwise, everyone is unknown to me. Physically, I don't know. That's it. But still, the relationship is, we have dialogue. Is it that matter which is matter to me or matter to you? We discussed. No. We discussed something which is for somebody else. It's sharing knowledge. Isabel came to me seeing one of my video where I was teaching meditation. And she said, this is the way meditation. I never heard this type of meditation. I said, come, we will have a dialogue on that. So we started on a message. Right? So, relationship is what we have to make. So we must tell people that our aim is to keep a good cordial relationship. How do we take it smooth as long as we want? No, we are all on a stage of drama. We are all acting actually. Life is actually a big drama. We are all acting our roles. We will vacate the stage any moment. That's it. So until the last moment, let us act so well so that I make an impression in somebody's heart. That's it. That's what we are doing. That is what the impression, that is what the footprint, what people have left to us, which we are discussing. So that can be through writing, that can be through speaking, that can be through some impression which we give and somebody quotes somewhere else. The other day I went to Calcutta, one of those schools. So I gave some clues. So today I got from physics teacher one of the, now class looks so interesting. I went into one of the classes. You can see DrTPS visiting some of the classrooms. I asked, which subject you hate? Tell me any subject. So somebody said biology. The biology teacher was standing beside me. So I said, your job is not teaching biology. Your job is to make your students love biology. That's it. Rest they will learn by themselves. Right. The other day, the first day of mentoring, somebody asked, how do I make my physics loving? I said, there is a beautiful book, Love for Physics. For the Love of Physics. The Walter's book, For the Love for Physics. Anybody who doesn't understand physics also can read his book. Or look at YouTube. You will see his classrooms. Classrooms is full of experiments. Right? So you will start loving. That is what is required. Yeah, Asha has something to say.
I had something to say, but you had already answered that.
Yeah, I know.
Indirectly.
I know you were going to ask that, so I answered it.
Thank you. Then, if I have to ask you something, then I would ask you, like, last day I was going through a book, Life of Love. So, I asked you whether you were the one who selected the poem covers for the book.
Not selected actually. The designing, the cover, the in-page, everything is done by me only. In my book, designing, typing, correcting, editing, cover design, everything I only do. I don't give it to anybody else. I love designing, therefore I do that.
Okay, and I find all those pictures which you have incorporated to the poems really interesting or really appropriate.
Yeah, I know, because nobody else can understand that poetry in that style. You can see one, the eye, somebody is pulling the lower eyebrow down. That's all. Actually, multiple images are mixed inside to make that picture.
Okay.
It's a great effort. It's not that simple. Because I love doing the editing, I do it. So I intervene in all that. Small things I spend time. I do a good designing of everything what I want. It's only if I spend more time, it will become beautiful. Look at it many times. Assume that I must have done lot of posters and then kept it there. These pictures and all is a beautiful picture.
Right. That's
Right.
why I told that they all are really appropriate for the title and
Yeah.
the content that the poem
The
has.
river of life.
Yes.
Yeah. All poems, when I draw that, these are all done like that. And I collect lot of such pictures and keep it. When I see something, when I see,
have a really
yeah, my archive is really good. Suppose if I look at my archive, the way I organize my computer, the way I organize and put things together, everything is very systematic. So I don't take much time.
I would like to know how do you organize the photos. That means something that you could use for the future, like
See, I have got
not people's photos, something that you could use for your documents.
See, I keep categorizing and putting them into different boxes. Like you have in your kitchen different dabba where you put different things. I've got directories in which I keep subsidiary directories and put them in the date, put them theme wise. Maybe it gets duplicated in two places, but I have got those themes.
Okay. But I would like to know how do you label them? Like how do you label and sub-label them? Because
See, for
I also
example,
like organizing
I want
things. That's why I asked you.
Asha Ravi's old pictures. It's very simple for me. I've got a directory friends in which whatever you have sent goes into Asha Ravi's directory. And under that you will come, today's picture will become 22/08/26. So I know which date you have sent that picture.
Okay.
So the date is already indexed in every activity. That's why you can see in my poetry also, you can see a date there. So this is the date on which I wrote this poem. Okay. So you will see all my videos also like that. That's why when somebody asks, immediately I am able to send a reference. Either, and I have got a date wise directory. August what happened? From 1999 August 26th what happened? 1999 August 26th my brother's daughter got married. Because today what I did was, that video I have taken and then sent it to all the relatives who are all related to that. Including the son-in-law is no more. That person who married, he is no more. So I have sent it to his mother. She may not even remember the date of marriage. They died 10 years back. How do they remember? So I still keep it and I will send it. Assume that the day Isabel discussed with me that meditation, if there is a reference of Isabel written there, next year I will write and then say, this is the day you discussed this topic with me. Got it?
Yeah.
So I index everything very systematically. See,
Generally, people
yeah.
index them like giving proper headings, right?
Yeah.
They don't generally time index. They index based on the themes.
Yeah, I index it based on, see, for example, when I store people, I store the name, like the first index 2203. That means it is not from Kerala, it is from other state, because maximum contact is from Kerala. So if it is Kerala, it will become M3. M3 22 is 2022, I came to know about them. Okay, so 2022 I met them, and in which conference? IPA. So that also is there. So I know 22 IPA conference I met this person, and they are non-Keralites.
Okay.
So that when the call come, I don't by mistake speak to them in Malayalam, right? So I have got more than 2-3 lakhs of contacts on my phone.
Oh my God.
3 lakhs. So if I want all the contacts of Jaipur, when I go there, I know Jaipur I am going, I will send all of them, I am coming to Jaipur on so and so day. So the other day Prashant ji told he is in Mauritius, so immediately I added Mauritius. And he also told he is doing education, so I wrote education. That will become part of his description itself. So indexing is the way that is what is auxiliary information. So originally most of the fonts you have got suffix, prefix, Gmail, mail, company, all these description provisions are there.
Yeah, they all are there.
But people are not
hardly
using
we
it.
fill them. That's the problem.
But I fill them. That is the difference. See, on your phone, how much percentage you are using? Maybe 1%. I may be using 5%. That's only the difference.
Just like how Albert Einstein used his brain, unlike others.
And in one name, see, for example, I go for a conference like IPA. Maybe 100 people will contact me there and then send me a message, your lecture is good. I am sure they are not going to talk to me later. So what do I do?
Okay.
Under one name, I have got so many contacts.
Okay.
So many contacts in one name. These are all in one name, but this many numbers are there. Maybe 500 numbers will be there in one name also. Because I want to know they belong to this category. That's it. So tomorrow when they talk to me further, I will delete from that and then add it as a different contact number. So originally database, Sybase, all these are traditional databases. Relational database. So how do we have a relation? Oh, IPA means all IPA can be there. Jaipur means, so what do? IPA I met from Jaipur.
Okay.
So two indexes will be there. So these are all part of database, which I learned in my theory class, which I used in my scientific activity, which I am using personal also. That's it.
Okay. Just wait. One more question I want to ask you. Is it true that you can, is it true, no, not you, is it true that we can analyze a person from their handwriting?
If they have not intentionally changed and improved them, yes. It is not handwriting, it is the structure. See, for example, assume you are a person, when you start writing, you keep the margin, put it straight, every letter starts from the discipline. So you are a person who is disciplined. The distance, actually the beauty of handwriting is not in letters. The distancing the letters is what makes it beautiful. Suppose I am going, you are writing. I, and maybe one letter distance you are writing, after I, one letter distance for A starting. A and M should be very close. So unless it is a cursive handwriting, even cursive handwriting, you know how to extend the distance or make it closer. Going, when you write, whatever distance is given between I and M, same distance is given from M to G. Going, am going, then it looks beautiful. So I'll tell you, it is not the nose is beautiful, ear is beautiful, eyes are beautiful, teeth is beautiful. The organization of everything together is beautiful, you look beautiful. Got it? So the placement has to be good. Similarly, if that is placed, if you understand that, oh, you have that ability to analyze. That's why you are writing like that. Got it? And how serious a person you are. What is your profession? All that can be seen. My brother is a very good example. He is a very strict disciplinarian. It can be seen from the handwriting.
Can we know more about the person if with the size of the handwriting?
See, but you can always change, you know. See, I'll tell you, the basic principle of character changes based on, we don't show our characters, we show our behavior. So handwriting also can be modified. I don't know whether you were there when one girl came to me for a camp, Sena or somebody, her name, Kannur. She was doing biology course graduation.
Okay.
When I went there for a program called the WWS, Walk with a Scholar program,
Okay.
she was very active. But then, end of the program, she came crying and then saying that this is my last day, I am going because my handwriting is not good. I am not able to write my record book clearly. So I am quitting. And joining in some other course in some other college, she already decided to go. Admissions are all set. Everything is done.
Only because of this problem.
Yeah, because for zoology, biology, botany, record writing is essential and they need to have a good handwriting. Otherwise, they cannot get it. It's not like maths and statistics and other subjects. The record carries good marks and it has to be neat and good. And she was terrible actually. So I told her, next week I have got a residential camp, you come there. When I spoke to her, I asked, where are you from? What is your father doing? Her father is from Gulf. I said, talk to him and then get a permission. So when she spoke, immediately he said, DrTPS, you go. I know him personally. Because I used to go in Gulf and then on radio, I am very famous there. So she came. She was very active in the camp. But what happened was, in 10 days, she improved her handwriting. And when she went back, her handwriting was one of the best in the college.
What did she do over there?
I gave my brother's notebook and then told, this is how you should improve it in 1 or 2 days. No compromise. So the distancing, I cannot improve the letter wise, but the distances can be kept all right with a little consciousness. Finished. And she was one who was writing all posters, any display items in the college after that. She has improved, not normally, abnormally improved, you have to say.
She has improved enormously.
Enormously. Right? Extraordinary change. Yeah. So, and that's very simple. You can always, what do I do is to improve the handwriting, I ask people to draw lines and then write there. Very simple. Anybody can improve their handwriting.
Yeah, I asked you this question because when I was in my high school, I used to write in cursive writing. But beyond a point of time, I think when I did my graduation, then also I used a combined font, like cursive and free font. Now I write in free font. And most people say that, some of my old friends, when they see me now, my handwriting, they tell me like, is this your handwriting? Because I have changed, my handwriting has gone through an arc.
I think probably in Kerala or most of the parts of India, the cursive writing has been taught by the missionary people.
Yeah.
They insisted that it should be like that. Other places, wherever we see, they see free handwriting only.
Yeah. And I think in case of people who take up this mathematical sciences, cursive writing is not that easy to read.
It's difficult.
Yeah. So free font is the best for such things. I hope my question was not boring to everybody else.
The question was okay, but this remark is boring.
The current.
Yeah, the current statement is boring actually. That you should not do.
Okay. Then how did you used to study during your PG? Because you were a rank holder or something, right? I don't know.
Actually, I was a good student.
How many hours you used to study?
See, it is not how many hours. I used to go to garden, spend some time, eat, see movies. All that is part of it. But those days, mathematics, when I was doing my MSc, I used to buy the waste paper from the newspaper press. See, the newspaper, when they have large print, they cut. The sides are sold by kg, weighing kg.
Okay. You mean the notice paper, right?
Not notice
The
paper.
one-
Even the newspaper printing places I used to go,
Okay.
and it's called a newspaper waste paper. Actually, newspaper, when they print, the sides are cut, and that cut pieces are being sold by kg. So I used to buy 10 kgs. Maybe every 2 months I used to have 10 kgs. So you can imagine how much time I will write and how many times I write, right?
Yeah.
So my intention was to write all the time. So always I will have a pen and paper and then keep writing. So mathematics was always written. So if there is a theorem and a proof to be written, oh, I know the theorem, I don't read the proof, I will write myself. So sometime a half page theorem I prove maybe 2-3 pages, because I am using my own technique, which is not at all correct actually. In the textbook it may be half page only, but I am proving in my style to understand, so this is how it is. So even in answer,
You used to do this in classroom while the teacher was,
no, I do all this beforehand and then go and sit in the classroom. So I
like
study
you
the
always
whole syllabus, because we have the syllabus. We know what the teacher is going to teach tomorrow.
yeah.
See, even this teacher biology just now messaged, I told children, you know what the teacher is going to teach tomorrow. Learn everything and go and sit in the class, you will have discussions.
Okay.
So I did this from graduation onwards. If I am sitting in an English classroom, that chapter which is, or that portion of Macbeth which teacher is going to teach, maybe double that, I would have translated in Malayalam, my mother tongue, and then I am sitting in the class.
Okay, doctor, but in case of languages, it is
Mathematics also.
quite easy, right?
See,
In case of
mathematics also.
mathematical sciences, you proving the theorem or
Proving the
learning
theorem, the
by
text is there, no. You have your text there. Maybe 10 theorems when you prove, you know this is how the flow happens. So what do I do is I invest a lot of time doing it myself, looking at it and then see whether it is coming correct. Oh, it may not come correct, I will go back to the text and then, oh, this is how it is. Let me close it and again try. But still I will not do the style. So during exams also, most of the time our professors used to call. After that, when they evaluate, they used to call and tell me, please explain this. How did you do this? Because I take them to go from Bombay to Hyderabad, I take them all around Calcutta and then take them there. My method may not be very precise and good. I will take them. There was one Ganapati, Professor Ganapati, he used to tell, why can't you write the way it is in textbook? I said, I am not good for that. You tell me where I am wrong. He says, I am not able to find where you are wrong. You are correct only. Then give me full mark. What is your problem? But that is not enough. Correct. You should tell whether the steps are correct or not. So they will invest a lot of time. So he was telling, for you to write exam, 3 hours is good enough. For me to evaluate your paper, I need 6 hours, he says. So I used to enjoy.
That's true, because generally people would have they have a cookie cut theorems. I mean, for the past many years, it has been molded into one form.
Yeah. Which I don't generally absorb that easily. See, I don't know whether you studied real analysis, Ian Hastings, abstract algebra. I think algebra, Ian Hastings book was there. So I took one of the theorem in master's class. Theorems are to be proved only. Like a Bible, one of the most strongest standard book. I disproved a theorem. When you are doing mathematics in the post graduation, I am saying the theorem is wrong. One of the international author whose book was being referred for maybe 100 of years, I am saying it's wrong.
Okay, then how did you convince your?
No, I argued in such a fashion, saying that what is in the textbook is wrong. That was my invention, because I am not looking at it, I am proving it is not coming, and I am able to get contradiction. When you get contradiction, your first assumption is wrong, therefore the theorem itself is wrong.
Yeah.
So I told this to my professor. he was not able to find out where I am. I am not wrong. He says you are wrong, but tell me where I am wrong. He is not able to find. So the whole department was stuck for 3 days. Every intelligent fellow in Cochin University was trying to prove Dr. TPS is wrong, but they couldn't.
Then what was the climax of this?
Climax is last day. After that, my head of the department is a very genius person. He must have spent whole night on this. Next day he called me and said, better you go for LLB. Because you can prove what is right also wrong and wrong also right. He has found where I went wrong. But at least you are able to make very genius, great professors, all research scholars, all seniors, everybody stuck in a department with your own thinking, right?
Right.
So people still remember me because, oh, there was one man who disproved
The man who disproved the theorem.
So it needs courage. What I am saying is, you are thinking in one way, you must be able to push it. Argument, discussions, that makes you strong in your life.
Right.
So that is my courage. I keep saying, you take me to a maybe postgraduate class, whatever subject I studied, whatever I read, you ask me to teach from which chapter, which place, and half written, the rest you ask me to write it, I will be able to write it even today. That's my guarantee.
Okay.
So it is not studying, it is understanding. When I say I understood a person, that means I know how he is going to behave, what is it all regarding around that it's not learning. Actually learning is very low level, so that I can write exam and pass. So what do you do in classrooms? You learn to write exam.
Okay.
But if I want to do it, now you asked me how did I?
Yeah. How did you?
To learn the poem is simple. To understand the poem, then you can make a picture like this.
Okay, right.
You read many times and say, oh, now I understood. That means what? You found something which you did not get in the first reading.
Right.
So you have to go through that many times. See, that's why I keep saying, I understood Bhagavad Gita maybe 2%. I learned Bhagavad Gita 100%. Many people. The other day, one girl very close to me, from here another 3 kilometers. She is very good. Beautifully she can chant, explain. She learned. But will she be able to interpret it?
Interpret it in a different way.
Not in a different way. Given a situation, you are able to associate, oh, this sloka talks about how to solve this problem.
Okay. How can you analyze it contextually?
Contextually. That is when you, really you understand. See, learning cooking is different. But when you taste something, I understood the ingredients.
Okay.
I understood by tasting what is the ingredient, which are all the powders which you put inside that. Understood. That can be learned. Somebody gives you the item, these are all what is to be put. Oh, this is how it is. I learned how to cook. That's different from I understood how to cook. So understanding is what is essential. We must understand things. Then I can paraphrase it in my style. So I understood the theorem. So the way I am writing may be slightly different. That's it. Now assume I'll tell you -1 into -1 equal to +1. Everybody learned it.
Yeah.
Did you understand it? If you are not understood, you cannot explain it. You can only tell -1 into -1. 2 negatives when you multiply it is positive. -1 into -1 is +1.
+1.
Yeah, I learned it. I am using it also. Blindly I am using it. But why? Because multiplication is always addition in multiple times.
Yeah.
Multiplication can be explained 2 into 2 means 2 times you should add. Now you invent yourself. What does it mean? It's not that I learned in the classroom. When one definition is there which says multiplication is repetition that many number of times.
Repetition of addition.
Yeah. Now another definition which says minus 1 into minus 1 is equal to plus 1. So this repetition has to happen there, and think. Then you will get an answer. And understand the basic principle you should know. Every addition, multiplication, everything goes in number line. 2, the number line should be the basic. That's why we learn in number, put a number line, whole number, then only minus 1 will come, right? So whole number, first integers, rational number. So the basic arithmetic, that's why yesterday I was telling, I don't know whether I told here or somewhere else. Learning is 4 types: reading and writing, arithmetic, memorizing. So you memorized minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. Did you understood it? Doubtful.
Yeah, doubtful.
Yeah. Then you cannot explain to somebody else. You can only tell them, this is how it is. Learn it. That's it. No explanation. Then what a teacher you are? You are not able to explain, then you cannot be a teacher. You are a cheater. That's why most of the seminars, you will see people blah 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 without even understanding. They themselves don't know the meaning of it also. Correct?
Right.
Now Asha will have a problem. You will have to prove this man. You should understand means you should keep thinking about it, right?
Yeah, I am thinking about it. About that right now.
I know. The other people are biology people, communication people. They are not perturbed or disturbed by this mathematics.
But I think possibly the breed of teachers that we have right now is also, they are also tuned like that, right? Because they also didn't have that, didn't get the chance to think like that.
Yeah. You need not have, everywhere it is not 5-star hotel, right? You will see more dhabas on the roadside. Roadside food is more, but 5-star hotel will be once in a while, you will see.
But I think for many years it has been like the dhaba system.
So, everybody need not to be like that. But why did you go there? That is your problem. No teacher is capturing the children and asking them to come and sit in my class. You have option where you want to go, right?
But when you are compartmentalized yourself into that, you have to accept that, right?
Otherwise, Srinivasa Ramanujam will not go to UK and be with Hardy, right?
Right.
He found nobody is good in India. He has to go to London and then stay with Hardy.
Maybe nobody was good enough to handle that high level of intellect that
That's what it is. No.
have.
See, the problem is we had so many other problems. So, people were not using their intellect for that purpose. But some people were there, though they are in problems, they were focused only what they wanted to do and then forgot about, ignored all the other things around.
Yeah, because I have heard that Sri Ramanujan, he used to work as a clerk.
Elizabeth,
clerk in
if you don't know Srinivasa Ramanujam, read about him. He was one of the greatest mathematicians, not from India, in the whole world so far. The whole world is still working even after his death. All the theorems what he proved. He travelled crossing India to work with one professor called Hardy. He was a clerk in a small shop who used to fail in many other subjects. but excellent in mathematics. Only one subject excellent was mathematics.
I have heard that he used to, he used to scribble in his notebook while he was working as a clerk.
Yeah.
And his colleagues would ask him, like, what are you doing? And he would say, like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I can't stop writing this.
Yeah.
I don't know who is telling me this, but I just can't stop doing this.
And even Hardy, his professor, first asked him, why can't you write the proof for the theorem?
Right.
He will make the statement, he will write, this is the explanation, but not step by step everything. So his professor asked, why can't you write every detail so that everybody can understand? So immediately after that, the professor told, don't waste your time writing the explanation, because if he is writing his explanation, actually his another theorem will be lost, because it keeps coming, producing like a machine. So if we stop in between, the next theorem is being lost, right? Unfortunately, he was not alive for more years, so that he could have proved all that. Until the last breath, he was writing theorems only.
Yeah.
There is a beautiful movie, The Man Who Knows Infinity.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful movie. You can see that. The Man Who Knows Infinity.
Maybe he had a really strong sense of intuition.
Yeah, most of the time it is intuition which works, not what. Even every research is intuition only. You will have to spend maybe 5 days, and it doesn't require 5 days of thoughts. One fraction is good enough. But that fraction will come only once in 5 days. For some people it will come every time. That's only the difference. Yeah. Anything more?
Just speaking. So when you told intuition, I have a question. Some people have intuition.
Yeah.
Should we develop it using a parapsychology or things? Some of the tricks they use card game.
See, intuition or creativity, for some people it could be original. There are many ways. One is originally it is there. Srinivasa Ramanujam, he had originally. His imagination is original from him. Another one is inspirational. One is original. Second one is inspirational. Or maybe I have a vision. To make it happen, I have to be creative. Suppose I am building an organization, I want a logo. I must have never created a logo, but all my thoughts are like this. Only focused there. So my vision becomes an inspiration for me. And that becomes an imagination for me. Therefore, I create my originality. That is because I am totally immersed inside that. So this is like, by birth, fish knows swimming. I may not know swimming, but I am put in water. To survive, I have to learn swimming, right? So I have got immersed in that. Then only method is I become creative. And now what do? Assume that you are with a lot of people who are discussing such activities all the day. You are creating a movie. You may not even have idea how the settings have to be done. But you are being with them for 10 movies. 11th movie you get a courage. Yeah, now I know how to design it. That is called a satsang. Be with that people. Okay. So it is not his imagination. He has clubbed many imaginations together and then put them together. So you are using all the resourceful items around you to create yourself. These can be many. Generally, these are all 3-4 different methods. I don't even remember what I told in the beginning. What next? It just came like that.
Sometimes I, rather.
Yeah.
I get an intuition and it comes through within a week. It happens. But it is unfortunately ununderstandable by most of the people around.
No, but see what happens is, now we were discussing about some mathematics. Suppose your interest is not there, it becomes not at all. Oh, it's actually not my cup of tea. Understood? So it could be subject oriented. If it is not very generic, you will not be able to understand. Assume that the subject of discussion happens to be music and your interest is not music. I may be very creatively doing something, but you don't even appreciate.
Yes.
Understood? Because for you don't know what is that. What is that you are doing?
Sometimes we are talking about cognitive development, which is yes, we learn, we actually learn. Sometimes you have a subject which is not at all interesting to you since your childhood. Still, you are getting embedded to that subject or something related.
Every day you are eating paratha. Maybe somebody is eating only bread. Somebody is eating only rice. For him, getting a noodles. If I am so determined in my life, I want to experiment with the different food. Maybe noodles looks fantastic for me. Otherwise, I may say, oh, this is not good. That's what we say. But there may be a lot of people who loves it, right? So some people have the habit of changing habits. Some people get stuck to habits. So if you are stuck to habits, your house is the best place. Your food is the best food. Understood? But for somebody else who is a traveler, he doesn't like to stay in one place. He wanted to travel. So the whole world is the best place for him. So it all depends on how you are being trained in your life, how you have been exposed in your life. Again, there also, originally you could be a different person, so you become unfit in the family. Got it? So it all matters, the way you are. Yeah. You have anything to say, Elizabeth?
Yeah, sir. This is Sunny Roy. May I have an opportunity to say?
Yeah, Dr. Elizabeth, you want to say something before going?
Not today.
Okay.
Not today, sir.
Okay.
I've learned today, and thank you for this great section.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. Also, tomorrow and Sunday, sir, I'm involved in church programs, so I won't be able to. So, but I will bounce back on Monday.
Good luck.
God's grace.
Enjoy.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you all. Yes.
Yeah, Sunny Roy. Yeah.
Thank you once again for giving me an opportunity. Actually, the core discussion is all about the inner quality that we have or we are blessed with, isn't it? So I'm an age of 33 years and very soon I'm going to cross 34, to touch 34. Till today, I could not able to find that what the quality I'm blessed with. Whatever comes to my path, I do participate. But as you said that some might be artists and some might be this, they have the inner quality. So how to find it out? How to find it out and how to work on this so that we can carry ourselves properly on that regards?
Actually, not required. The reason which I was telling, taking some example, is to just to explain. The natural forest looks so beautiful, not plantations looks are that beautiful. Similarly, your life looks so beautiful when you have got varieties in your life. So I may be good in linguistics, I may be good in mathematical, logical reasoning, I may be good in music, I may be good in maybe different biology subjects, maybe the visual spacing, spatial placing, interpersonal relationship, intrapersonal relationship, awareness programs, nature, spiritual, moral, aesthetic, ethical, humanity, values, nature, original thinking, inspiration, everything can be mixed in you. Why do you want to become only one and then forget the rest?
No, I don't want to forget the rest. I'll work parallelly. But what's the significance of my life? I just want to know.
See, there are two parts. One is your passion, which can keep changing based on situations and what is around you, which you enjoy. The second one is a profession where you want to earn money, earn fame, earn whatever you want, that materialistic thing which you want. So, that satisfaction of earning something, constructing your own place of stay, having bank balance, even after retirement you are able to get money. When you are not able to work, your health is taken care of either by insurance or maybe some savings. All these are part of everybody's self management. The rest of the time, that can be 8 hours, and the rest of the time 8 hours should be your passion, and 8 hours should be your personal care. Divide 24 hours into 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So 1/3 you should have enjoyment. That 1/3 enjoyment can be many things. I have got passion for drawing, I have passion for writing, I have passion for film, I have passion for agriculture, passion for cooking, washing, many things. I don't know. I enjoy even ironing my clothes. That time it becomes so much of enjoyment for me. You look like, I am drawing a great picture sort of a thing only while ironing also. Yesterday I was telling, while drying clothes I enjoy. The way I put my clothes also is very systematic. While picking up the cloth from that, we don't use dryer machine, we put it in the string outside. So while putting them and taking it also, I keep it in the drawer also in the same style. So it's like that, it's very systematic. I enjoy, I do it that way. So you should have this. You divide that into 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So end of the day, oh, I really enjoyed today.
Thank you, sir. But the answer was not appropriate. I'll get back to you very soon.
Yeah, but do everything what is not repeatedly. So many people wanted a repeated job so that they don't know, they feel every day I am doing same thing. That actually for me it's boring, which I don't suggest. People have to be creative. So you have to create your own self-style. So one single answer is difficult. For no satisfying answer can be given to anybody by anybody else. You have to design your life. So what I keep saying is, you draw a line, say 2022, I am 33 years old, this is what I do now. Another 2 years I am going to be 35, this is where I am going to be placed in my life. So that has to be in terms of knowledge, in terms of bank balance, in terms of the whole programming has to be done so thoroughly. It may work, may not work. You may rewrite also every moment. But every day there has to be some, you can rewrite as many times as you want. Next week you can think different and rewrite, it doesn't matter. But you need a direction, otherwise directionless you go.
DrTPS got almost 10 your patience and your determination.
Yeah, I did it. See, when I joined in the job, on my table I wrote when I am going to retire. It is not my 60 years. I decided soon after 20 years, when I get minimum pension, I am going to retire. The day you join, you write the retirement date. Don't people think, look at it and say, what are you doing? I said, I have decided to go. See, understood. When I get minimum pension 20 years, tata bye bye to office so that I can be free. So study 20 years, earn 20 years, then enjoy 20 years. 60 years finished, good enough. My life. Anything extra is bonus. See, Isabel is enjoying every day. No, Isabel, don't you enjoy every day?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, Guruji. Yes. I
Otherwise, do you think Prashant ji can go and stay in Mauritius? He has planned.
No, I
Enjoying.
planned everything.
Yeah, I
Just
know.
like you.
I know.
At 50, 55 in between, I was waiting for some NM on pension, and that's it. Finished.
That's it. Yeah.
Game over. Resignation voluntary, and started my international journey.
That's it.
And now 61, helping all students.
That's what it is. Good enough? Bye bye.
Okay, thank you, sir. Tomorrow's question is ready, but I did not ask not to disturb others. But tomorrow, how to stop the horses running, galloping over here? Those are thoughts.
Okay.
Dhyana, I know what is only a part, but this horse inside.
Keeps on going around.
Yeah, so it is tomorrow's question
Good.
that we could discuss, okay?
Sure.
Okay, thank you, sir. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
thank you.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for your brilliant answer.
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
didn't get my answer.
Hey?
I didn't get my answer, but I will get the answer sitting in front of me. Thank you for that. Thank you. I'll record that.